It's fascinating how the course of our lives can change within a period of time. Last year, a lot has happened, and here are some of the things I learned that changed the way I view things in my life. It is a Latin phrase that means, remember you must die. The subject of death used to be so terrifying to me growing up. As much as I could, I would try to dismiss it. It was like running away, escaping from something inescapable. But eventually, especially last year, I came to accept that that's beyond my control. I realized that it's something inevitable. And surprisingly, my perception of death changed after coming to terms with it. It's still terrifying to me, but now I feel that the awareness of our mortality is a gift to humans. It allows us to be more intentional with how we spend our time, knowing that we don't have an unlimited amount of it. Recognizing the impermanence of my life has allowed me to focus on what is important to me, such as maintaining a healthy relationship with myself and with the people I love. It also inspired me to start doing the things which I find fulfilling. Acknowledging that our lives could be taken at any time, I now see every day of my life as a blessing. Seeing the sun rise again is like being given another opportunity to experience and explore life once more. Memento mori helps me to stay present when I find myself dwelling so much in the past or worrying a lot about my future. It reminds me that right now is all I have. Yesterday has passed and tomorrow is not certain. However, I realize that although tomorrow is not guaranteed and living in the moment is important, allowing ourselves to dream and plan for our future is still essential. I think that our goals serve as our direction. When I wake up in the morning and I have no idea what to do, I find it beneficial to ask myself, what can I work on today to become my ideal self? Reminding myself of my aspirations and where I want my life to go helps me to get through each day. So I think that living in the moment and planning for our future are equally important things. There is a line from Desiderata that says, if you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater or lesser persons than yourself. As we go through life, it is inevitable that we will meet people who are better or less capable than us in a certain aspect. For instance, we will meet people who are far more eloquent or proficient in a particular language than we are right now. However, if we let this difference drive us to bitterness or cause us to give up on trying, we would be denying ourselves the opportunity to learn, grow, and become better at articulating ourselves. I think it is crucial to understand the motivations behind our actions. Why do we want to become eloquent? Is it to express ourselves effectively? Do we practice speaking and writing to have more clarity over our thoughts and emotions? It is important to know our purpose because it is what will keep us going. Even though there are many excellent speakers out there, we continue to practice because we know that our goal is not to be better than others, but to be better at expressing ourselves. In connection with comparing ourselves with others, I think that if we stop seeing the world as a competition, but rather a place where people collaborate and celebrate their differences, the world would be a better place to live in. Life is like a spectrum, and we are at a specific point in our own spectrum. Each of us is discovering and learning at our own pace. We also go through different experiences, which is why our perspectives on things can differ. Acknowledging this reality has helped me to be more compassionate and stop being judgmental of other people. When I think of judgment, I think of things being final. And in this life, it's difficult to imagine passing judgment on someone because I think that as long as we're breathing and capable, we can still learn and grow as a person. Instead of judging others immediately, I think it's more profitable to consider giving ourselves the chance to listen or understand where the person is coming from. In that way, we also learn new perspectives and gain more understanding. Since I tried to consciously stop judging others, I began to feel more at peace with myself. Every time I find myself being critical of others, consciously redirecting my attention inward helps me to understand my way of thinking, and as a result, it enables me to understand what I value the most. I think that being at peace with ourselves is one of the best things we could give to ourselves if we stop judging people. As we go through life, we learn and start to see things through a different lens. As a result, we gain a new perspective on something. I remember I used to believe that in order to not take things personally, it's important to realize that the words other people use against us are not about us. They are not personal. They are simply a reflection of what other people are going through. I still think it is true, but over time I realized that there is a danger of becoming completely dismissive of other people's opinions of us, especially those that come from the people who are important to us. I learned that sometimes the words of other people are about us. And there is a saying, truth hurts. Maybe we get hurt because there is some truth to these words, and it's important to not completely dismiss these words. Sometimes the words of other people can serve as a mirror that allows us to reflect on ourselves. I learned that while it is important to be self-aware so that we don't let other people's opinions of us affect us easily, it is equally important to take the counsel of others. Being self-aware and close-minded are two different things. Looking back, I'm grateful to have learned this new perspective. It shows that as we move forward, it's inevitable that we learn new things and possibly contradict our previous selves. However, changing or developing our beliefs does not make us hypocrites. It only means that humans are capable of learning new things and adapting to changes. Staying curious and open to learning is such a beautiful thing for any person to have. Every day of our lives is an opportunity to learn, to gain new perspectives, and expand our horizons of possibilities. We also meet new people and build new relationships. Even though failure can be overwhelming at times, I think that it helps to remind ourselves that life goes on. There is always a chance to try again or learn something new as long as we are here, capable, and open to learning.